Oh, Hotline Fling.
It's not usual. I just can't reach it.
Ooh. Hello and welcome to Hotline Fling. My name is Izzy Ivanetti.
And I am Connor Maroney, your co-hostess with the most S. How are we today, Fizz?
Yeah, good. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Yeah, I am good. I've had a big weekend. You know, the Caxton's been ripping and roaring, been doing potties out the wazoo, but it's been fun.
Yeah, Magic Round, the NRL.
Magic
Caxton
round,
Street
yeah.
is busy.
A lot of magic going around, and I don't know if there's really much magic in the love department going around at Magic Round. Maybe a bit more syphilis, I think.
Oh, it's dirty.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very dirty. I've seen some biffs in the crowd.
Yeah, a bunch
Not
of brothers,
good.
boys.
Dirty, dirty dogs.
Dirty dogs. But anyway, mate, what's been happening? You've had a bit of a crazy week.
I have. Look, I went on a date.
Yeah,
I know, which I haven't been dating very much. So
yeah,
I know
you've been in your little hidey hole.
I
You've just been
have.
letting me do all the fucking
I
field
know.
work. It's fucked out here.
But
I need backup.
I'm back. I'm ready to come out of the hidey hole and I'm ready to do some field research for the Hotline Fling podcast. And it was a pretty cool date I went on. So it was with this guy called George. And basically he's friends with these girls, Lucy and Nikki. They run the Happy Hour podcast, which is quite big on Spotify.
Yeah, oath.
Anyway, so they are really good friends with this guy called George. We've met a couple of times, but they were sponsored by Bumble and George pretty much had to find a girl off Bumble. So we then saw each other on Bumble and he goes, hey, do you want to go on this date for this podcast for the girls, like for Nikki and Lucy's podcast? Anyway, so it was on Wednesday, was it? No, it was Thursday night. We went to this restaurant and because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I like to be very good at things and I like to improve. I thought it might be a good idea if we call up George and we ask if I did anything weird or odd on the date or how I could improve.
Yeah. I think that'd be a great idea. Were you nervous? I mean, I know you're the big podcast girl now, but I mean, like, was there a little bit like, oh, fuck?
I actually wasn't too nervous because we had met before.
Yeah, right.
And so I knew, like, this guy, he's very extroverted. He's sponsored by the Mad Hueys to just be their little,
Right, so that
drinker
says it
boy.
all. Yeah,
it says it all. This guy's wild, he's fun. So I was like, oh, I can so match his energy.
Yeah, fuck off.
So I wasn't nervous, which was a good thing.
Yeah, that's good. I think if you know you got a fun day, then it's like, oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
Exactly. If you know it's going to be like a boring guy, you're going to have to talk about like your uni degree or like what you do for work. I was like, oh,
showing pictures of your dead dog and shit. You're like, fuck's sake.
But I was like, this is going to be weird. This is going to be hectic. I might not come home till 4 a.m. Like,
So
I don't know what will happen.
Give me your end on it. What was the crack? Where'd you go? What was the setup?
It was like this infusion Asian restaurant, which I feel like
Did he pick you up?
No, well, he offered to, but I was like, it's
turned it
easier for
down?
you to drive because then I live a bit like inland on the Gold Coast, and I was like,
yeah.
you have to drive me back the next day, and then what if I get trapped?
The next
somewhere?
day?
No, what if he drives me home that night or whatever, and I get trapped somewhere? I just need my own transport. So I was like, I'll just drive in. But I was like, that's really nice of him to offer.
Yeah, gentlemen.
And, But so we went to this trendy restaurant on the coast, and he ordered a bunch of different meals for us to try, which was really good.
Yeah. Do
Really
you like when a
tasty.
guy orders for you?
I love it. Or like,
Really?
but I
would grind my
not
gears.
love it, but I think either way, I think if it's not order for me, but if you're doing like the share plate thing.
Yeah,
I think
that's fair. That's fine.
That's fair. I feel like even if it's a girl or a guy, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
If you're on a date with someone that's like, oi, I've been here before, I know the menu, we should get this, and this. I feel like it's a pretty cool trait.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Or they just go to the one place all the time.
Yeah. Well, it started off really well, except there was one thing I thought that might have been a bit different, and I want to get your take on it.
Yeah, sure. Hit me.
Basically, because I'm like a uni student, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm not eating that well at the moment. I'm just eating pasta and butter and cheese every fucking meal, right? So if I'm going, like literally, it's so shit. So if I'm getting asked on a date, I'm like, sweet date, but I'm also like, oh, I'm gonna get a good meal tonight.
Yeah,
like I'm hungry. Anyway, so we go there and it was all good, but I eat like carbohydrates like every meal. Like I need like, rice or pasta. Like I'm getting really hungry.
Little pocket rocket.
I need to feed. This is my like last meal for the week, so I need to fill up.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had like all these like different type of meats and pork and fish, but there was no carbohydrate. There was no like rice or noodle dish.
All right, it's a bit of a fucking keto sesh.
Yeah, yeah, it was a bit of a keto sesh.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I need some fucking carbohydrate. So I like before the last like round of mains come out, I'm like, oh, should we get a bowl of rice to go with it? And he's like, oh, I'm not too fast, but if you want to, you go for it. And I was like, oh, like not the response I wanted. You know? So I bring it up again, like, oh, I reckon rice would go so well. He's like, yeah, if you want, go for it, you know. But I wanted like the confirmation.
So, fuck that. Just get the rice, dude.
No, like, but I was like nervous because like also
you know he's paying for it.
Well, yeah, well, I knew the podcast was kind of paying for it, but it was kind of like his friends as well, so I didn't want to like order anything that like wasn't he had.
But I feel like a bowl of rice is pretty.
I know. It was like $5, but I don't know. I still felt guilty. Anyway, so I order like this bowl of rice. Anyway, the other couple on the date, they then join us, and there's me, 2 guys, and this girl, and no one else touched this bowl of rice except me. And I like honestly ate half of it myself, and I just felt like a bit of a fucking grub.
So you just ripped into the bowl of rice, but I think that was fair.
Everyone was just like salad and like the meats and stuff, and I just needed a bit more substance.
Yeah, fuck it, rice.
It's just because I'm my only meal of the week. Really,
no, for sure.
Fine, it was fine.
That's game on.
No, but would you be like, oh, that's a bit weird? Or?
Nah, not at all. I think if you just ate the bowl of rice, then you would.
We literally had this last week where this girl just ordered the bowl.
Like if you want to get more,
sweet.
Get more.
Get more. Let's go.
Like that's the rule.
Well, let's take it. What happens? What happens if you were like on a date with a girl, right? I don't know. You're just like, let's make it more simple, right? You're like you've ordered a pasta dish each and a starter, and then you might know that you're paying for it, and then the girl's like, let's get like another round of desserts. Let's get another round of drinks, and you know you're paying for it. Is that bad?
I wouldn't like that. Yeah. Like I mean, look, the first rule of thumb is. Come to the date financially equipped. So I would make sure that I would never be in a situation where like it's going to be skinned. But at the same time, I'd be pretty pissed if my like week was fucked up by some chick like going ham saying this. I think there's like obviously like room to do stuff, but like I think food is pretty chill.
Yeah.
But I think like drinks, if you start like order like can I get like 2 cocktails and they're like $35 or something each, then it's like I mean, I guess it just depends.
Yeah.
It depends. Like, look, there's definitely been a date or two where I've been going like, oh, fuck. Like, I'm looking at the bill and I'm looking at the fucking receipt.
She was not worth $200, mate.
No.
This was more of a $60 chick bill.
Yeah. Oh, but even then, like, I've been in some situations where I'm like, oh, God. Like, stop ordering.
Well, like, have you ever been at a bar and been like, oh, I'll buy you a drink, and then she orders a cocktail, not like a basic?
Oh, yeah, but that again, you see.
Does that happen?
I've never really done. I think like cocktails. Like,
no,
like get cocktails. It's not like
no, but like a random girl at a bar that you think's cute. Like, oh, I'll buy you a drink. Like, what were you ordering?
Oh, no, I think that's too rude. It's never happened to me. Yeah,
it's never happened to you. Like, so most girls would just order a basic. They would never order a cocktail.
I think so.
There you go. Because I would be like, that's pretty dog, but also
it's
like,
a major stitch up. You can't be like, oh, yeah, can you give me a drink? And then you're like, oh, fuck yeah, that's $17.80. And then you just go like, thanks, see ya. And that's what happens every time. It's like buying drinks ever fucking worked.
See, I feel so guilty. If someone bought me a basic, I have to like stand there and listen to them.
Tell me this. If you were at a bar and a boy... If it was like, oh, yeah, I'll buy you a drink. And then you were like, oh, yeah, can I get an espresso martini? Oh, no, that's pretty cheap. But, like, I mean, just like a fucking big boy one, like a $25 one or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he just was like, fuck yeah, and just got it straight away. In your head, you're going like, I'm going to get a couple more out of this guy.
Yeah, I'd probably bring him over to my friends, introduce him.
Yeah.
But I remember because I used to feel so bad, like 18, like when I was like 18 and like new to the whole scene. And like just like guy friends would come up and be like, I'd buy you a drink. And I'd always say like no, because like we were all working our casual jobs.
Yeah.
And then one day this one boy was like, dude, like I'm offering to buy you a drink. Like you can just say yes. Sometimes, you know, you don't have to say no.
No, it's not like it's like a contract to fuck them after you give them a rum and coke. You know
not.
What I mean?
You know, maybe a bit.
In some suburbs it is, but
but yeah, you can just take it sometimes.
Yeah. But like, I mean, I've never really worried about it too much. I think that's actually one thing I would like to get better at is not shouting cunts drinks.
Yeah.
Because I get drunk and I'm like, woo! And I'm like,
let's go,
Izzy. Yeah, fucking who's your mate? Yeah, on me.
Cocktail round, let's go.
And then I'm like, fuck's sake. I got no and I'm fucking off my face and I've got no money.
Stitch up.
It's the trifecta of the worst things ever. But fuck it. I think that we're pretty much getting ready to call up
Yeah,
your
let's
boy.
go.
Because
Let's call him up.
now we've got the backstory. Like I'm ready to.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the reins a little bit here and try to
Yeah.
figure out exactly what happened on this date. And like if you had to give it out of 10 ranking, what would you say? Like, oh, actually, we never really got through the rest of the date. Like, was there good chatter? Was there good banter?
It was great chat.
Like,
well, it ended up turning into like a double date towards the end, which was also really fun because the other two were awesome as well. But it was great. It was just, it honestly wasn't boring. I said to my friend after, I was like, honestly, it was like there was never a dull moment. And that's what you want on a date when it doesn't get boring. You're not scratching your head like, fuck, what am I going to say next?
Was there any other fuck ups besides the rice?
No, I don't think so.
And what about departure? What happened upon leaving? A little kiss or?
No, we just kind of walked out and then he dropped me to my car and then, I went on home.
Fuck, that's always the most awkward part, hey? I reckon leaving a date, especially if one of you are a little bit like, oh, fuck, maybe I'm not too feeling great about that one.
Yeah.
And you know that there's like Hollywood has told us that the walk to the car or the walk to the door can lead to something. Yeah, fair. So was there like a little weird awkward hug or anything? Or?
It actually wasn't. I think because like it turned into like a double date. It was more like a friend thing.
Yeah,
and like
everything
dropped
was
to
like-
the car, and it actually wasn't awkward. I'd be honest, it wasn't awkward. It was really chill. It was mature.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for you to call him up because I told Connor about this earlier. I was like, I genuinely want to know if I did anything weird. How can I be better? What did I do well?
And I'm going to fucking find out.
You're going to find out. You're going to get to the bottom of this. Let's give him a ring. I'm excited. Because I was like, have you planned any questions? And Connor's like, I don't need to plan any. They're already at the top of my head.
I'm already ready to fucking rock and roll, especially after the shit I've just heard.
Let's go. Fingers crossed.
Hi, Gun speaking.
George, mate, how's it going? It's Connor and Izzy here from Hotline Fling. How's it going, mate?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Not too bad at all.
Hello.
Hey, how you going?
Good.
I actually lied. I'm aggressively hungover and I feel like shit.
Oh, mate,
I'm not surprised.
I'm glad we've got you at such a fragile time. Get ready. It's a good time to open up, I feel, at these points. If it helps, I'm fucking disgustingly hungover as well.
I'm just beaten up. I've got cuts and bruises all over me and I got kicked out of pretty much every bar I went to this weekend.
Oh, mate, magic round activities?
Yeah, mate. I was being an absolute fuckwit basically everywhere.
This is what I mean. Great value. Great value.
Great value.
Yeah,
So, mate.
Kicked out of every bar, kicking and screaming, Literally kicking and screaming. And I don't remember.
That's brilliant. But, mate, so there was a bit of a date set up this week.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, and
sorry.
Izzy's giving me the lowdown, and mate, we just kind of wanted to get your take on how the evening went. So yeah, go on with what you're saying.
Yeah, it was good, mate. We went to Mrs. Zola's.
Yeah.
On Burley, and it was actually I'm a bit of a fussy cunt, so I was a bit nervous actually.
Oh, were you?
I've never eaten there before, yeah. So I was like, fuck, I don't know, I'm a fussy cunt. So I actually looked up all the menu and that before I got this. So I kind of knew already. Bit sneaky.
Yeah, no, that's
such a good tip.
Yeah.
That's such a good tip for everyone. Look up the
prior.
menu, and then you come in looking like a big dog, like you know what you're getting.
Yeah, you're like exactly right. I like looking on the Instagram. I looked at all the photos and shit, so I knew that like what was going to be nice.
Yeah, rip up.
And first rodeo.
And mate, at the start, I asked her, did you pick her up? And apparently the offer was there, and it was denied to go for a walk. Was that disheartening at all, or do you reckon like the pickup is a good thing, or do you kind of prefer just to fuck them off?
Well, she does all the way about the fucking sticks and muddy bar, so I was pretty stoked when she said no. Save me like an hour.
Brilliant, yeah. All right, there's always the
love
last
an
minute
honest
clean-up.
response.
Yeah. All right, and mate,
When she said, oh no, I was kind of like, yeah. I was kind of just offering to be nice, but it was just glad you said no.
I love the honesty. Fuck, I wish I could do this after every date. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's a nice little breakdown. And mate, just the general chatter. Was she all there? Was she a hard one to get along with? Because I know she can be a bit erratic.
It was actually fun. I found it super weird, like in the morning though, how she left her toothbrush here and there.
This is a stitch up now.
Absolute stitch up, and I'm absolutely loving it. And mate, there was a bit of a mentioning that she was freaking out apparently at one point when she wanted to order rice. And she said she kept trying to drop it into conversation and then felt a little bit self-conscious about getting the rice. Was that something to even be worried about at that point? We're trying to get her over her fears here.
I can't even remember getting rice. Did you get rice? Did you end up getting it?
I did.
Oh, you did? Did we eat it?
No, you didn't eat it. I ate it.
What did they come out with? Just like a bowl of rice?
Yeah. Just a bowl of rice. Ate it with the pork. Got a bit hungry. But yeah,
we had so much food.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Mm.
And
that's
mate,
a real nice. I'll definitely go back.
The Asian infusion, heaps on the menu we didn't try.
yeah,
Even those table of blokes next to us, they're all that like real nice looking thing. I was like, fucking, I can that next time too.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. Maybe there might be a date too.
Maybe.
If she's lucky.
If she's lucky.
Maybe I'll even pick her up.
Maybe I'll even pick her up, get the Uber, so you have to clean out the car.
I love when you were like, I think you also said, do you want me to get an Uber for you? Were you actually going to get an Uber from Mudgeeraba to Burleigh for me?
Yeah, no.
Response has changed. Not in the fucking sticks, I won't.
I'm never drive out in the sticks, but I would have definitely got you the Uber. I didn't know if you wanted a drink or whatever, so I was like, I can just get you the Uber if you want.
Shit, yeah. That's chivalry.
Is there anything like? Is there any? Yeah, you go.
Sorry, I was actually thinking before I got there. I was like, fuck, I might just go and get absolutely blottoed. I'm gonna get so maggot. No, I actually didn't. I was quite proud of myself.
Oh yeah,
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
No, because I thought you were really good because I was like, we were both sober and conversation was flowing, which is very good.
Fun.
And do you reckon the double date interaction was decent, or do you reckon?
Yeah, no, it was good.
Added a bit of fun to it.
Who was that chick at the table? I can't remember her name. My brother's like some singer or some shit, eh?
Yeah. Oh, like it was.
A bit of a
yeah,
celeb.
it was Aaron and Ali Simpson, wasn't it?
Cody Simpson.
They were lovely. I'm like a big fan of both of them. It was like best double date.
Do you call him Aaron?
Was it Aaron?
Adam.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, well, we can bleep it out.
Call him Aaron at the table. That would have been funny as fuck.
Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. No, well, I got the letter right. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, Adam. Yeah, Adam and Ali. They were so awesome. Best date. But I also wanted to call you up to ask, like, how can I do better dating?
Do we have any pointers? And this is pure honesty. You're allowed like anything flies.
Like ripping. Like what? Like was I awkward? Did I?
The rooting could have definitely been better, eh?
Oh my god.
I'm joking. There was no root.
Dog shit in the sack, eh?
I'm stitched up, man. You guys have spoken before, and this is not on.
The old starfish.
No, it was really good. I had a really good time. It was really nice. Like, conversation was good. Food was great. Lovely. Actually ended up being there for fucking ages too.
Yeah.
Mate, that sounds like all
I feel like he doesn't answer honest to me. I feel like you need to ask him. I feel like
what?
I feel like you got to ask George, like genuinely, if I had done something.
I'd definitely do it again. That was fun.
Okay.
Oh,
but,
fuck
we
yeah.
ended up being there for like 3 hours, I think.
Yeah, no.
That's a good hit out.
It was a good Thursday. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like if you go on a Thursday, you get to Saturday and you're like.
But if you go out on a Thursday, it's very close to the weekend. You get fucking excited. You end up on Friday, Saturday, fucking Sunday, and you're like, oh god, I'm 50% of my week's been on the piss.
Brilliant, mate. Well, I guess we'll finish off with a rating, mate. If you had to give it out of 10, what would you give the old date with old Izzy Eddie?
Out of 10, I'd say like a solid 7.
7. That's brilliant. I think we can work with that.
7.
Like, look, 10's like fucking Margot Robbie blowing you under the table.
This is what I learn every fucking week about guys. All guys literally give a fuck about is like intercourse. And like a good date doesn't have to involve any of fucking that shit.
No, it doesn't at all. But it was 7. But 7's fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was gonna give it an 8, but whatever.
There we go.
That's 15 out of 20.
It's good. No, that was good. It keeps me humble.
Yeah, how do you think you could have gone better?
Well,
I've given you the 3 points.
What were you wearing actually?
Why does it matter? Oh, okay. I don't know.
Were you like full cash or were you dolled up?
I always do my hair and makeup. and I had pants on, and I forgot what top I had on.
That's a start.
No top.
I actually can't remember.
I brought my leather jacket.
Yeah, that's good. It was fun though. Yeah, I'll definitely do it again.
Brilliant. Well, I guess we're going to have to find out and get a report on number 2 if it happens.
Yeah, we'll have to report. Yeah. I've loved this insight, by the way. I wish I could do this after every day. I might have to.
Mate, I'll always be here.
After the round and call them up.
Radio, big dog. Well, we'll love you and leave you. Thank you for that.
Thanks, George.
Thanks, mate. No worries at all. See you guys.
See ya.
Latrons.
Oh, what a legend. That was so good.
That was fucking wild. I actually really like him.
I know. That's why I was like, how can you be nervous going on a date with him? Because it'd be so fun.
Yeah, no, I like the energy. Obviously, there's a bit of fucking boy humour in there, but fuck, like, it happens. It's magic round. Fucking chill out.
It's magic round.
But yeah, fuck. What were your thoughts on hearing all that?
It was interesting. Wait, what did he? I found it was interesting. He didn't even remember the bowl of rice. So literally, what you're worried about, they don't fucking remember.
And like that's what I always, to anyone even that's actually hungover in general, fucking right now, even if it's Tuesday and you're still hungover from the weekend.
Yeah.
Whatever you're thinking about, like in your head that you think you've done or whatever, and everyone's thinking about you. No one gives a fuck because guess who they're thinking about?
Yeah.
Themselves. They don't give a shit about the bowl of rice. They're not like, oh, look at this freak. Like, just get your bowl of rice and fucking don't care.
Eat it and done. But my favorite part of that was like, when like a guy and like you can, and like, they're only sending that message to seem like a top bloke when he was like, do you want me to drive? Like, do you want me to come pick you up from Madraba? And then he just admits to it. He's like, thank fuck you didn't say yes because it was all fake.
Yeah, but you wanted them to be honest.
I know, that's what I love. I love hearing the honesty behind the message, which is like, you never get to hear that. So this platform, we get to hear the honesty behind the messages.
One thing that he mentioned that it's actually so true, every time I've got a date, I clean everything.
Dude,
like my car is clean, like my fucking everything's clean in case like whatever. And also like so that you don't look like you're a grub because my car can get fucked up at times. So like whenever I've got a date, I'm like, fuck yeah, my car's going to be clean.
Yeah. So do you offer to pick someone up before a date?
Yeah, 100%.
And like, would you actually like?
Yeah.
Or like, would you rather get them in an Uber or pick them up?
I reckon like the drive there is fine.
Yeah.
It depends. Like if you're gonna go for a drink, then obviously not. But like, I guess it depends. Hey, like
it is. Yeah.
I don't. No, I'd say no driving because it implies that you kind of want to get out of there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you want to have dinner and fuck off.
Yeah.
Whereas like you have a couple of drinks, you get in an Uber
You're
there,
gonna have
a bit of time, and then as you said, you ended up staying for 3 hours or whatever. So that way.
Hello. So we just had to pause this because the camera went out, and then Connor and I were just talking, and then Connor goes, "You said you went home, but you really went home with him."
Like, yeah, I thought you were fibbing, and then I thought that was the big unveil there.
No!
I thought you were fucking sneaking around, rooting and not telling me.
No,
I'm the only person you tell.
I know, we're very honest. We have to be very honest.
We have to.
On this podcast. We have to tell everyone the truth. But yeah, I just want you to know, if you're listening to this, I actually did get dropped to my car and went home, and George was lying about the rooting and my toothbrush being there. I really did go to my car and go home.
Yeah, no, I actually do believe you from that reaction just then before, because I was like, you fucking liar. And she's like, I didn't do it. And I was like, oh, fuck's sake. I got really excited for a sec. But all in all, I reckon a date too could happen.
You never know. You never know. Maybe we should get you on the dating scene too and like do the other way around for you because it's so interesting.
Yeah, no, I'll
This is the most interesting. I didn't realize how cool this was.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can set me up. Get me someone to go. Get me a cutie.
But just back on the point of like getting picked up and dropped off before a date, because it is like an interesting thing. Sometimes it is nice, but then sometimes I do like to know I have my own. Like my own.
Oh fuck yeah! Like there's nothing,
transport
especially
home.
if you go home with the person.
Yeah.
The best thing in the world is knowing you got your car there.
Yeah, that I got my car there to fuck up. Especially if it's like a Wednesday or Tuesday night date or something like that, where you know you're not going to go out to a nightclub and party. You're probably going to drive home.
Have a couple drinks.
Yeah, it's like I'd rather just honestly drive myself there and drive back.
Yeah, that's so fair.
That's like.
But I mean, if you are going to drive, then I think picking someone up's perfectly fine. I'd be fine with it.
Done.
But I also think, like, and then we'll fucking leave it at this, drag it on about it. But fucking, I think, like, also meeting somebody at a restaurant or whatever, kind of, that first conversation is a bit more fun. Whereas like you might burn out a bunch of shit on the way to the fucking restaurant or whatever, and then you're like, oh fuck, now we're on.
Yeah.
It could work well. It could like knock some of
point.
the fucking nerves out of the way early, but then again, it could also just drain you of all your fucking content.
Or if they're like such a boring cunt and you've wasted all your good conversation in the car and fuel for the car ride.
Actually, I do have a funny story about this.
Oh, really?
I went out with this fucking bitch, and I say bitch because she was the meanest girl I've ever met. She was so mean, dude. She was this Canadian chick off Tinder, and I was 19 and she was 26. And she was actually like quite good looking, and like the whole Canadian thing and everything. She was single definitely for a fucking reason because she was nutty. And I remember we get in the car, I picked her up, and it was like fucking pissing down rain. And I was so hungover, like I felt like sick. And I remember I took her to my favorite brekkie place, like in the fucking world, like the sickest brekkie. Like you have to be the devil not to like it.
Yeah.
Eating it, I'm talking to this girl like the whole way on the car ride there, just fucking turning into Kevin Hart over here, just trying to make her laugh, just getting fucking rinsed out by nothing. Go to the brekkie, fucking hates the brekkie. I'm like, fuck you.
How do you not like fucking poached eggs?
I had to run off to the toilet at one point for fucking like a bit of a stint because I was like, I'm going to chunder because I was so hungover.
Yeah.
I just pretended that the bathroom was hard to find because it was like one of the weird ones you have to get the key or whatever to go.
Yeah.
And then on the way home, I got the laugh and it was due to my dog shit car.
No, what a bitch.
On the way home, and actually, this is what she made me do. On the way home, she was like, your fuel is like really low, it's scaring me, can you please fill up? And I was like, sweetie, I know my own car. I know how to drive on empty for a while. Fucking chill out. I'll get you home.
So many guys drive on empty.
Yeah. Anyway, she's like, I was 19, a battler. And then still don't do it now. But she's like, oh yeah, can you pull over or whatever? And my fucking, my windscreen wipers, the rubber had come off.
Yeah.
So it was like I had forks for windscreen wipers just scratching it the whole way. So like in that case, I guess a pickup can be dog shit.
Yeah.
Because you can just get roasted for fucking.
Yeah. If the date's going to be shit, the pickup's going to be even worse.
Yeah, even worse. Oh well, we can fucking put that one to bed. We were talking about bringing your miso soup or other half to parties that you're a little bit like, fuck, I wouldn't mind leaving you at home tonight.
Yeah, so we wanted to bring up a bit more like relationship topics because a lot of people are single, but a lot of people are in relationships. So we wanted to cater for all the different spectrum of love.
Oh, nice.
The spectrum of love. And I was out at an event last night and one of my good mates, I was like, where's your miso? And, he goes, oh, she's not here, but I'm in the doghouse because I didn't invite her. I didn't tell her to come. And then he was like, look, there's not many girls here. None of the boys brought their missos here. It's a bit awkward, but, I'm in the doghouse for it. And my first immediate response and reaction to it was, I never brought my boyfriend to anything, like to any events when we were together. And it took me about 6 or 7 months to realize that actually was a really bad thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And it really did kind of stint the relationship a bit because I was kind of hiding him. I didn't really want to take him anywhere, which was just like, to be honest, this is like another really weird off topic, but I think you probably won't be able to relate to it. But I've spoken to other girls like this. If you're a very kind of like extroverted party girl, bringing in a boyfriend, it almost feels like it waters you down a bit, that you're meant to just, sit on your boyfriend's lap or something at a party and not really interact.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm on the thing of like, I can understand what you're saying, but like, why are you with him then? Like, my thing is like, you should be with somebody that you want to be with, like at any party. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, obviously, don't get me wrong. There's some nights where it's like the fucking boys 21st or whatever, and you're like, you know what, this isn't the fucking hit out for us, whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you should never be like getting keen to like leave them at home, I reckon. Unless obviously like if you live with them and it's like you want a break and a night out, that's absolutely fine. But like you should never be ashamed of bringing, because like
you should never be ashamed.
I've gone out with a girl who I wanted her to meet all my friends. 'Cause you know me, I'm fucking social as shit. Every weekend I'm out seeing everyone. And I can understand that can be intimidating sometimes if you're not like that. You don't want to fucking speak to 400 cunts in the night. But I love it. And but she wouldn't come to anything with me. So then my friends, everyone never got to know her. So then there was this weird thing, you know what I mean? Like, you want your friends to fucking be really good friends with you.
It's really important. Yeah.
It is. It's so important. So, like, if you're not bringing them to anything, you kind of just, and it can be disrespectful. Like, if you're the one sitting at home and you know that your fucking other half's out having fun and you're not, and they also don't want you to come fucking meet their friends and shit, like, the more you say it out loud, the more you go,
it's
like,
kind of
I'm a bit of a cunt. Yeah.
It's kind of tough. I think, like...
I think there's times.
Yeah.
There's definitely times and there's reasons for that. But at the same time, like, I know the next girlfriend, whenever I meet this lovely woman, please come to me, whenever I do, but she, I hope, will be fucking the fun and want to come out and do the same stuff with me. And I'm going to want to take her everywhere and go do all the fun stuff.
Yeah, no, I realize that's an important thing. I think I'm tapping on a lot of different issues. I think one thing that I'm bringing up, it's like, obviously this might, a lot of guys might be able to relate to this. No, but like being like a strong, confident, driven girl, and like, it's like, you know, you're strong, you don't need a man. So it's almost like when I got a boyfriend, I felt weak. If I'm like, to be completely honest with you, where if you're a male and you get a girlfriend, it's like a bit of arm candy, you're now a complete man. But it's like, if you want to be a strong girl, a man kind of like, in a sense, weakened me a bit, which is really fucked, and I had to change that mentality.
Here's what my tip would be. I would say the more that you include your partner in your circle of stuff that you want them to be at, then when they build relationships with your friends, then you don't need to babysit. You know what I mean? Because like being a boyfriend going into a chick's friend group, you don't know whether you've got to be like full fucking kissing babies and shaking hands, or if you can be fucking shit cunt Maroney like me.
Yeah, it's a really tough thing, I think, because like we're both extroverts, and like I like it seems like your ex and my ex were both introverts,
very much so.
And so if we bring them to a party, we know they're sitting in the corner. It might be a bit awkward, and then we need to pull away from our entertaining to go be like, are you okay? Do you want to go home? And I remember like the one party we did go to together, he wanted to leave at like 12, and I'm like, 12? Fucking, I want to be here to the fucking sunrise up.
Yeah.
And I think I pushed it to like 1:30.
Yeah.
But that was like a bit, you know, difficult, and I think it's important to date.
I think as well, like if you're on the other end and you're not getting left, like if you're the one being left at home, when you do get the chance next, I think being exuberant and like trying to make an effort will go a long fucking way. And like for me, I would always, when I was going out with anyone, if they were, like sometimes, like for me now, like when it gets to 3 a.m, I'm like, I don't know how much more fucking shit I want to do. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty ready to fucking go home. At the same time though, if my misso, as long as she wasn't with a bunch of dudes that I'm like freaking out about, I'd be like, game on, you keep partying. I'm going the fuck home. And that shouldn't deter from your night. I'm just rooted.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have to fucking stay up with you to 6 a.m. at the same time. You know what I mean? Because it's not a fucking normal thing. Like, you shouldn't be like, you have to stay up with me till fucking God knows. Obviously, when you've got your big festivals and all the fun stuff.
If you want to be with me, you got to fucking kick, mate.
You got to kick.
You got to kick.
Let's kick.
But I think if there's one thing we've learned, I think like communication is important. We have acknowledged that it's really important for your partner to know your friends, meet them and mix with them. But I think there also is nights where if you are a bit extroverted and you do just want to hang out with your mates, it might be like, can you stay at home tonight? I do just want to party with my mates.
I think it just comes in, like, there's times for it. I think, like, if you've been with your misso or boyfriend fucking 6 weekends in a row and they want to go out and have a belter, then fucking let them go do that. But then at the same time, like, don't just fucking leave baby in the corner, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it also comes with a bit of maturity. I know, like, I think that comes with maturity, and I feel like with me, and like literally my honest reaction to my mate last night, I was like, it comes with maturity and experience in a relationship that you do just have to bring your partner to a party and to an event, which took me many months in my last relationship to learn.
How fucking old are you now? 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're figuring it all out.
I know. We're figuring it out here.
When you're 19, idiotic. When I was 19, Jesus.
No, this was me at like 21. This was like literally
really
recently.
For sure. But like as you said, like as you get older, you start to fucking realize like a little bit more. And all
that you do need to make an effort. And that's the thing with a relationship. You got to put your guard down, put your ego down, and really bring someone into your life.
For sure. And if you're the quiet one, just get in there and have a bit of a crack every now and then.
Yeah.
And I promise you, if you make some friends within the group, it'll make every outing a little bit fucking easier. Rightio, Izzy. It's time for our love sack.
Yes.
I fucking found this one last night on my escapades. was talking to a good old mate and he told me a fucking hilarious story. So it's not even like really a question or anything. It's more of just like we can commentate, I suppose. It's just a cracker. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I've never heard that.
Oh, God.
I don't get it.
Imagine a little lamb's tail going, little 2 shakes. It'll be just a sec.
Don't like it.
Too young. Okay, so this is our guy here. Let's hear from him.
So yeah, last Saturday night I was at my brother's house just having an aggressive swipe on Tinder, just really working the right hand wrist, and went out for a drink with this bird at Storybridge Hotel, and things are going well. Really nice girl. And she goes, "We'll get out of here." So we're walking along the river. I'm like, "Oh, where's your place?" Because she goes, "Let's go back to my place." And we swing past the Kangaroo Point Marina. And yeah, turns out she lives on a boat. And then after we're sort of finished, she just goes, "Yeah, you fucked me in my parents' boat."
Fucking oath.
And so the reason I find this hilarious on so many fucking levels is first things first, he had no idea where he was going. He just thought he was like walking off to like get a cab somewhere or whatever, or thought she might have lived like somewhere a bit scat. And then she just rocks up and goes, "This is it. Fucking boat." Isn't that fucking wild? But also, how gangster is this from the chick? Because did you hear it at the end? It's her parents' boat.
Oh.
So she's just got this little fuck shack on the water.
Oh my
and
God.
she's basically just taking dudes from the Storybridge Hotel right over to the pontoon and
That's so true. Well, the first thing I thought was like, oh, it's like a cheaper Uber to like take a guy there than take him to your place or like Indro or something. So that's what like first thing I was thinking. And then that's so smart. If like you live with your parents, you don't want to bring a boy over, just bring him to the boat, the family boat. Fuck him in the boat.
Boat's getting Uber home.
You're both rocking.
Yeah. The boat is a rocking baby.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I reckon it's great. Imagine if it was in the floods.
Mate, dude, imagine how many like guys in Brisbane have probably like been with like this chick, like the boat chick.
The boat chick.
The boat chick. Are we gonna call her that?
I reckon the boat chick's out there, and she probably knows.
She's a Brisbane legend.
If she somehow fucking hears this, I want to meet the boat chick.
I want to meet the boat chick. You sound like a legend.
Did you ever have anywhere that was like, the place you'd go if you're living like with your parents? Was it always to the guy's house or?
Usually the guy's house, but I have a nice car. I've got a big car, mate. I've got a Tuscan City. If you want to Google that, it's an SUV, mate. It's got a mattress in the back.
Oh,
and
shit.
I do not take that mattress out, baby.
The fuck
actually, that's where this might be a bit TMI, but me and my ex, we both lived with our parents. We used to go up to Mount Cootha in the back of my car. So Brisbane, isn't it?
Oh, that's so good. I'm trying to think about
get a car with a mattress. Get a big car.
Mum, I just did plenty of walk of shames past Mum.
Oh, don't.
They were the worst because like we were upstairs and then like downstairs. As soon as you go downstairs, the whole like living room's there. And so like there was multiple times where like when I was 18 or whatever, or 19, and I'd do the walk of shame downstairs, and then the whole family would be like sitting on the couch, just going like, "Hey mate, how's it going? Who's this?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Actually, one of my
chicks just going like, "Oh fuck!" Like I don't want to fucking do this.
That's never happened to me. I've never walked out of a home and met parents. Thank fucking God. But I remember one of my roommates, because he would do the same. Like his parents were kind of chill, and he'd just have to bring the girl down in the morning and introduce her to the parents. And one day after this chick left, the dad was like, "Oh mate, you dropped your standards a bit," and it was like fully like.
To you or to your mate?
No, to my mate. No, they like brought home this chick from the night before, and I was like, that's when they start like grading all the boys and girls they're taking home.
Oh yeah, they're just like,
oh, you're too far in.
Yeah, it's just like a fucking brothel wheelhouse.
It's a little brothel wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Sign your name when you leave, little COVID check-in. Not good.
Oh, Ripperita. Well, that's finishing us up right there.
Perfect.
It's a bit of fun.
Bit of fun.
Next week, we're going to be doing what we said we were going to do this time. So I think we're going to do a little bit of a Tinder setup for myself, get me back out there, because I've just been an absolute scumbag for the last couple of months. I'm keen to find love, so
Yeah.
I need to start getting back out there on the romantic shit and get away from the streets.
Forest fire. Let's
exactly.
go.
Yeah. So I think we need to get me set up ASAP Rocky and go fucking annoy some chicks.
Done. Let's go. I'm really keen.
Brilliant. Now, good. Well, thank you everyone for checking us out. All the content's popping, so make sure you just keep checking us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, everything. Fucking like it, rate it. You know the business.
Yeah, give us a follow. Tell us what you want to hear. If you've got any funny stories, message us. But thank you so much for listening and sticking around.
Shit, yeah, boy. Rightio. Later on.
Later.